Hi boys and girls, this is the video in which I do the 4-6 practice problems. That's section 4-6 practice problems video. We're starting on page 245 in your workbooks. Starts off, graph each equation using the slope and the y-intercept. This is what we've been doing. We're going to, pen working, okay. So we look at the first one. Our y-intercept is -3. We start at the origin and we go down 1, 2, 3. That's our starting point. Our slope is 3/5, and it's positive 3/5. So this is up 3 and right 5. We wouldn't need to use the other version where it would be -3/-5 because we can't go down 3. So we're just going to use the up 3, right 5. We go up 3, right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our line. Now, these are going to be multiple choice for you in McGraw-Hill. Just make sure you're getting the one that goes through that point and that point. Number 2, our y-intercept is -2. So we start at the origin and we go down 1, 2. This would be -2 on the y-axis. Our slope is -2/3. Remember, with the negative slope, it's up to you if you want to put the negative with the top number or the bottom number. I have seen kids try to switch the numbers. Don't do that. You can just move the negative around. This one would be down 2, right 3. This one would be up 2, left 3. Okay? So from here, can we go down 2, right 3? Sure we can. Down 2, right 3. Can we go up 2, left 3? You betcha. Up 2, left 3. All right. And then we try to draw a line, which is way easier on paper and pencil than it is on this graphic tablet. And there you have it. It's numbers 1 and 2. On the same page, number 3, the equation y equals 1/5 x plus 3.5 can be used to find the amount of accumulated snow y in inches x hours after 5 p.m. on a certain day. Graph the equation. All right, the y-intercept is 3.5. That's going to make it tricky to graph. 3.5 is halfway in between 3 and 4, so that's our starting point. That's our y-intercept. Now our slope is 1/5. So because it's positive, that means up 1, right 5. Now we're not going to go down and left for this one because it's not possible to have negative hours, okay? We're only going to go up and right. But if we go up 1, we're going to have to go from 3.5 to 4.5. And then right 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our next point is going to be like here. I think we could even do that again. Up 1 and right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 3 points to draw our line. This is actually, I call it a line, but it's actually a ray because it will not go any further to the left. That's as far left as it goes, but it goes on forever to the right. We all know snow goes on forever. All right, I think this is Aaliyah's gift card balance can be represented by the equation y equals -5x plus 50, where y represents the gift card balance after x number of days. So basically, she's got $50 on her gift card, all right? If she spends $5 every day, all right, then this would be the equation to tell us how much she has left on her gift card, all right? Now, our starting point is positive 50, and notice they've numbered this nicely for us. Here's positive 50, and now our slope is -5. Remember, all integers have a 1 under them. So this is actually down 5 and right 1, okay? So from here, we would go down 5. Well, down 5 is only half a space because this is 10. So down 5 is half a space, and then we go right 1, so it would be like right here. And then down 5 more, right 1 would be like here. Down 5, right 1. Down 5, right 1. You get what I'm saying here. So her gift card balance is represented by the line or the ray like that. On these, like I said, all you have to do is be able to pick out the correct graph from multiple choice options. Now, these are examples of horizontal and vertical lines. You just have to remember which is which. Well, y equals -3. Where is y -3? 1, 2, 3, right here. Where else would y be -3? Here, this would be 1, -3. This would be 2, -3, 3, -3, -1, -3. Okay, so this is a really crappy horizontal line. And x This one is x is 2. So because it's right next to this one, we're going, okay, this is a vertical line. And you would be right. Where is x2? Here's the x-axis. Where would it be positive 2? Right here. Where else is x2? Well, wouldn't this be 2, 1? Wouldn't this be 2, negative 1? And so you were right. It's a vertical line at x is 2. Okay, select all the statements that are true for the graph. The easiest way to do this is to go ahead and find your equation in slope-intercept form, okay? So my y-intercept I know is negative 7. So we have y equals, we need to know the slope, x minus 7, all right? What's the slope of this line? Well, to go from this point to this point, we would have to go, and these are numbered by 2's, we would have to go down 2, 4, 6, 7, down 7. So the top number is negative 7. And then we go right 3. So the slope of this line is negative 7 over 3. And the y-intercept is negative 7. So let's pick the ones that are right. The slope of the line is negative. We could have told that just by looking at it. Slope dude would call that a nice negative. The y-intercept is 3. No, the y-intercept is negative 7. The equation of the line is y equals 7. No, that would be a horizontal line. The equation of the line is y equals negative 7/3 x minus 7. You betcha. And the slope of the line is negative 3/7. Ooh, they switched it on you. That one's not right. So only this one and this one were correct. All right, the altitude y in feet of a hawk that is descending can be represented by the equation. I love these compare ones. So we have the hawk, and his descent is represented by y equals negative 20x plus 350. All right, and then we have an eagle. How fun is that? We have an eagle, and his equation is y equals negative 10x plus 400. Okay, and it says which bird is closer to the ground after 8 minutes? Okay, so that means we're going to let x equal 8. So here we would have negative 20 times 8 plus 350. This guy's going down 20 feet every minute. This guy's going down 10 feet every minute. Okay. So we would have negative 10 times 8 minutes plus 400. Okay. Well, 20 times 8 is 160, so that's negative 160 plus 350. And over here we would have negative 80 plus 400. This one's easy. This would be 320 above the ground. This one over here, if this was 150, that would give me 200, but it's 10 more than that, so I have 190 feet above the ground. So which bird is closer to the ground? Well, the hawk is, and by how much? We just have to subtract 320 minus 190. 130 feet. Okay. Pretty fun. Okay, number 9, make an argument. Explain why the equations of vertical lines cannot be in the form y equals mx plus b. When I first read this question, I was like, why can't they? You know? And I went on the internet and I Googled the question and I couldn't find a decent answer. Everybody just says, well, because the slope is undefined, you can't put it in the equation because it's like breaking a rule of math or something. So I would never assign you a question like number 9 because it's too hard to explain. But basically, the only response I can find to that is because the slope is undefined, you can't use the equation. I do like number 10 though. A line with a negative slope and a negative y-intercept is graphed on a coordinate plane. Which quadrant will the line not pass through? Let's think about that. If we had an xy system here, and we have a line that has a negative y-intercept, which means it's going to be down here somewhere, and it has a negative slope, so it's going to be going like this way, right? Nice negative. It could go this way, nice negative. It could go this way, nice negative. But what's it never going? What quadrant will it never go into? Quadrant number 1. Okay, because once it reaches here, it's a vertical line. Okay. And a vertical line is undefined. It's just x equals something. And we know it can't be undefined because they told us that it had a negative slope. It has to have a negative slope. So it's got to go like this. See? For it to have a negative slope, so it's never going to go in that quadrant. That's interesting. Explain why, when graphing an equation in slope-intercept form, you plot the y-intercept first rather than the slope. Well, simply, if you started with the slope, you wouldn't know where to start. You can't. Not all lines go through the origin, so you can't just start there. Okay, you have to have a point to start. And find the error. When graphing the equation y equals negative 3x plus 2, so we have y equals negative 3x plus 2. A student plotted the y-intercept at 2, okay, and then moved down 3 units and left 2 because the slope was negative. Down 3, left 2. The other 2. The 2 that looks like a 2. There we go. What's wrong with this? Isn't this a positive slope? Yes, that would give you a positive slope. And in the equation, the slope is negative, okay? So, and they shouldn't have moved 2 units anyway because 2 was the y-intercept. It wasn't even part of the slope. So that was a dumb thing to do. And that's it. All right. So head on over to McGraw-Hill and get your 4-6 practice assignment done. And I will see you around the school.